But Utomi threatened to sue Tinubu's Aide for 500 billion naira over accusation against P2B and others. A renowned political economist, Pat Utomi, on Monday threatened to sue the special advisor on information and strategy to President Bola Tinubu, Bayo and Onanuga. Recall that Onanuga, in a post on X platform, formerly known as Twitter, accused the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, P2B, his supporters and obedience of planning to stage nationwide protests against hunger, naira devaluation, and economic hardship in the country. In his post, he said, Obi should be held responsible for anarchy. Don't be fooled. The malcontents planning to stage nationwide protests are supporters of P2B, the failed presidential candidate of the Labour Party, and he should be held responsible for whatever crisis emanates from the action. The protest planners are also the same people who were instigated by IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu to launch the destructive NSAS protest in Nigeria in October 2020. NSAS began as a genuine protest by youth against the police special anti-robbery squad, notorious for its high-handedness. IPOB members planning to extricate the southeast region from Nigeria infiltrated the protest and hijacked it for their own agenda. Lagos still bears the scar of the malicious destruction by IPOB elements until today. 2 years after NSAS, the IPOB and the gullible innocents joined the Labour Party in 2022 to support P2B, a sympathizer of their cause. They are the people spreading the hashtags End Bad Governance, Tinubu Must Go, and Revolution 2024. They are not Democrats but anarchists. They are attempting to call out people via propaganda because their messiah P2B failed to win the presidency in the 2023 election. As bad losers, they don't have the patience to wait for another election in 2027. They would rather destabilize Nigeria by staging a civilian coup against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If they understand the meaning of their hashtags, they will realize they are a clarion cause for treason. Wanting to end an elected government is high treason. Wanting revolution is a call for a coup d'etat, which is also high treason. I have been on the trail of one of the protest planners who is nameless but claims to have an internet radio station, PTM 100.88 Abuja. Utomi, in his reaction to the allegation against Obi and his supporters, advised Onanuga to withdraw his statement to provide evidence of his claims. He warned that he will sue Onanuga and claim 500 billion naira if he fails to provide sophisticated evidence. The full statement reads, and I quote, "My attention has been drawn to a statement by Mr. Bayo Onanuga, a spokesman for the presidency, alleging that I have been a key player in demonstrations viewed as insurrection. Let me state first and foremost that I have no problem with protests. They are legitimate sources of feedback in a democracy. I have participated in several during military rule and alongside some of those now in government. My reaction to Onanuga's statement has been therefore nothing to do with the legitimacy of the demonstration, but with the deliberate and outright falsehood of a statement. First, I've been living in the United States for several months now and was actually unaware of the threats of demonstrations, so I could not have been part of something I did not know was in the works. As a student of the state in post-colonial Africa, I am horrified that agents of a state can fabricate deliberate falsehood. As I know phones are bugged, there should at least be evidence of some contact between me and these ostensible demonstration planners. They do not even need to produce a conversation to show evidence, but just a thread of contacts. If no evidence of Mr. Onanuga's false assertion is shown, I will assume it's reasonable that the object is to water the ground for false, treasonable felony charges that can result in the claim of one's life. I intend to therefore proceed to the International Criminal and other human rights courts if a reasonable explanation is not forthcoming. I will also have no choice but to institute a claim of 500 billion naira for fake news, hate speech, and intent to procure state murder of an innocent citizen. If judicial capture makes justice problematic in Nigeria, I expect that I can trust extra national institutions and global human solidarity. As one who survived 2 assassination attempts under Abacha, of which there is public court record, when some of those now in power were my colleague freedom advocates, I am clear that they know the consequences of their plotting. I have, in the reaction on X, already indicated that I meant to ignore the false assertion, but I've been advised of a more sinister motive of state terror that should not be allowed to go unchallenged, and the plan apparently being instigated by Onanuga. Now, well, why are they going around peddling this thing? And this thing, if you check, I'm not true. Do you know all this attack on threatening Mr. P2B and this thing? Now inside Nigeria, and I need to overlook how. Maybe tell ourselves the truth. The man has even been more quiet. I tell you, the man has been more quiet. In fact, people who are doing the talking, and supporters, now they even can't talk. And those one too, that they talk sparingly. Because even now, nobody even know whether he be even member of Labour Party, because Labour Party get their own crisis where in the face. Yeah? Why are they making life unbearable for themselves? Their mind, these people, their mind no fit touch ground. If they like, make them get 500 billion for accounts, their mind no go touch ground. You come outside, they say na IPOP. You know the one with the vest me pass the NSAS na IPOP from southeast. Hey, the way they do me, they be like say make government, be they be small picking. The way we go whoop their ass. No brogo cool. I tell you, that's what they do me. You know when picking them misbehave, you go just carry your cane like this, just give and size. You go tell and say yes once upon a time, you be disciplinarian. Because wetin be the meaning of this way they talk? Make they no carry this matter wey they carry play. If na for other countries, I know they play with una. Then go here when people wey dey say and I then get judiciary. You know here saying go carry them go extra national court. Though be national court go carry them go. And I know hear that one. Well, I'm not going to be surprised. Na them they've planned the thing, na them they're uncomfortable. My owners, I love what he said, that he and some of those in power, na them be colleagues for this kind protesting before. Wetin mean say the hand we then give Tinubu making use protest, he go give Nigeria the same hand, you no get choice. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.